Well, hello again from the Granite State. My name's Gary, and this is the Restoring Main Street podcast. Thank you for joining me. Wanted to just take a couple minutes of your time tonight, nothing too lengthy. I did have a topic I want to run through based on an article that came out, I believe it was on April 22nd, and something that just caught my eye, caught my interest when I saw it and heard it, and I have a strange feeling that it's going to do the same for you. Now, because this is just a short topic, this is not going to be a long post, it qualifies for what I like to call the Restoring Main Street quick hits. Okay, so here we are, up close and personal with the webcam. What I'm talking about, the topic I want to discuss, like I said, came to my attention last week. Didn't have time to get to it until now, but what would you say as far as a government agency spying on the American public? Where have we heard this before? A lot of different places, the surveillance state that we discuss. But what if this is being done by an agency other than the NSA or some of the other government agencies that we've talked about? Not Homeland Security, not the FBI, not the CIA. What if this is the United States Postal Service? Shocker. What is the Postal Service doing involved in surveillance, and what exactly are they surveilling? Well, it was made public last week, like I said, and you can look this article up and or this information up, and I encourage you to do so. Run a search online, obviously, and try to find an article that you can read up on this. But it came from Yahoo News. I copied my information here from bits and pieces from a Breitbart article that came out on April 22nd. But anyway, this surveillance program that the United States Postal Service is engaged in is known as iCop. And iCop is basically monitoring social media and then looking for inflammatory, I guess, posts on those social media sites, and then sharing that information with government and local agencies. Let me just read a little bit from the Breitbart article. Like I said, I won't stretch this out too long for you. But headline says the U.S. Postal Service running a covert operations program monitoring social media. The law enforcement arm of the U.S. Postal Service has been running a program called iCop, Internet Covert Operations Program, that tracks and collects American social media. And like I said, this was a recap of a report from Yahoo News. And it alleges that the Law Enforcement Division of the U.S. Postal Service has been quietly running a program that tracks and collects Americans' social media posts, including those related to protests and other gatherings. The surveillance effort, known as iCop, has not been made public until now. The program involves analysts searching through social media sites to look for inflammatory posts according to internal documents. And this information is then shared across government agencies, like I mentioned. Back on March 16th, a government bulletin marked as law enforcement sensitive and distributed through the Department of Homeland Security's Fusion Centers states. Analysts with the U.S. Postal Service, let me read through that again. It's actually the United States Postal Inspection Service, USPS, using iCop, monitored significant activity regarding planned protests occurring internationally and domestically on March 20th. So what they were monitoring through, as you can probably imagine, were programs like Parler, Telegram, Facebook, and they were looking, like I said, for activity that was inflammatory. It seems that I'm reading down through here. Like I said, I'm trying to just give you the snippets of this. I want you to look this up on your own so that you're not just taking my word for it. But it says that it did find a conversation back and forth with a couple of individuals on Parler, and they were discussing how they wanted to engage in fights or do some serious damage, but there was no intelligence. No intelligence is available to suggest the legitimacy of these threats. We did get a comment. Like I said, this was to Yahoo News from a Rachel Levinson Waldeman, the department director of Brennan Center for Justices and Liberty and National Security Program. And her comment to Yahoo News was basically, it said, based on very minimal information that is available online, it appears that iCop is meant to root out misuse of the postal system by online actors, which doesn't seem to encompass what's going on here. It's not at all clear why their mandate would include monitoring social media that's unrelated to the use of the Postal Service. So you can probably see why I had an interest in this and decided to share this with you. I'm not sure how many of you out there have heard of this particular incident. Like I said, it was in the media. It was out there. Yahoo News posted it, and Breitbart did an article on it, and I think several other information sites, news sites did an article on it. So I'm not sure if you caught it or not. But here's the concern. We're talking about the post office. My question to you, should the post office be monitoring social media and then turning that information over to local and government agencies? Is that the post office job? Is that fall in their purview? No, it doesn't. So my question to you is, how do you feel about this? This is what Quick Hits is going to be about, is just sharing bits and pieces of information, things that basically relate to or conjure reaction or response from all of you. That's why I'm recording this right now. That's why I'm going to post this. And I'm interested in your thoughts and opinions about this. So that's my question. First, should the post office be doing or involved in monitoring social media or monitoring posts of the American public? Should an agency that does not run in the black be focused on something other than making their operations more efficient? There's the question. So I will leave that to you. That's my tidbit, my story for this week, or at least this moment, for the Restoring Main Street Quick Hits. Just a quick reminder to all of you as well. We would appreciate if you would like, follow, subscribe to, check us out at our YouTube channel, Restoring Main Street on YouTube, a Restoring Main Street channel on Rumble, Restoring Main Street on BitChute. And in the long format podcasts, I will be posting those. And because of space, I mentioned, I believe last time that I was on and sharing with you that at my Wix website, restoringmainstreet.com, I have limited space. So I will swap out the old long format podcast for the next one. And that will be coming up very soon. I've been talking with my friend Jay, and we are going to post for you the second installment of the Great Reset conversation that we had a couple of weeks ago. So those are the things you get to look forward to. I would appreciate, and Restoring Main Street as a whole, everyone that participates and generates content and works with me on the podcast would appreciate your patronage. So if you will follow, like, share, all of those good things that, like I said, just help drive up our visibility and share our content with your friends so that we can start to build more of a following and be able to get the word out with all the different subjects that we're looking to discuss and carry and share with you. So again, iCop, let me know what you think. I'd be interested to know. And as I always do, just like to leave you with this: God, freedom, and family. Because if we lose the first two, our families are truly doomed. All right. I'll let you have your evening back. God bless. And look forward to reading your comments and responding. So thank you.